Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Before I jump into the video, I want to mention something that maybe most of you already saw my community post, but some of you maybe did not see it. But I've not been posting so much in the last few days, and I might be posting here and there for a little while because as of Saturday, I have proudly become a father. Like, for those of you that do not know, me and Ivy Gaming, we are married. We met through Raid and you know, all of one thing led to another, and we're married, and we have a baby girl. We have an amazing, beautiful baby girl called Lily. Here is her. She just makes you melt. Like, and just look at her, and it's definitely one of the best feelings in the world. Like, I'm not sure what can beat this. What can be the feeling of holding your child in your arms for the first time ever? So yeah, I'm officially Papa Odd One. I wanted to start with that, but yeah, so the video today, and what I want to talk about today is I want to talk a little bit about how you can build, how you can use a specific champion in the game, because eventually most of us will already will get her, okay? And the one that I'm talking about is going to be Lady Mikage, okay? The reason why I really want to talk about her now in this video today is because, well, Raid are launching from tomorrow, even though it's not here, it was in the announcements, they're launching a Hero Pass event, okay? They're gonna launch a Hero Pass event where we can get a 4-star awakening for Lady Mikage. She's an amazing champion, she's extremely useful, and I just want to go a little bit through her kit with you guys. I want to explain to you like what she's good, where you can use her. I want to show a few areas where I use her myself, and yeah, all of that good stuff. So this is basically like I said, the Lady Mikage spotlight, I guess. The Lady Mikage spotlight. So I do have a 3-star awaken. I have her fully built. I have her, honestly, I think I only have her scrolled in the first form. So she's 2 forms. I never scrolled in the first form, but you could argue you can scroll both of them. So the way that I'm using mine, at least, is for PvE in general, but in the same build, I actually noticed I can use her in Arena as well. But let's go with her kit. So on the A1, she attacks one enemy, and then with the random ally from Shadowkin, joins the attack. Okay, also places a shield equal 10% of this champion's max HP on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. Then on the A2, I'm gonna try to not like read completely everything because it makes sense, but this one basically extends all the buff and debuffs on the all the buffs on you and decreases duration of debuffs on you, and decreases duration of buffs and increases duration of debuffs on the enemy. 3-turn cooldown, this is really amazing. It's one of the best skills in the game. Then on the A3, it's an ally attack with increased attack and increased crit damage, which is just, again, really amazing. Then she also has a fun passive that at the start of her turn removes all debuffs from the ally with the highest attack. So basically, whoever's going to be your nuker in whatever area of the game, they're always going to be without any debuff. So that's amazing. And then if we swap into her alternate form, so that one's more of a support as in damage, you know, buff extension, whatnot. And this second form is more of a control one. On the A1, she lands a sleep and also increases the turn meter. A2, AoE stun and decreases their turn meter. And then A3, increases accuracy to all allies, removes all the enemy buffs, and then places a weaken. And then in this one, the start of her turn, decreases turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15%. So she's extremely powerful. She has like really good uses in both of her forms, and she also brings an ally accuracy in all battles by 80. So the fact that she's one of the ones that is a permanent fusion, you know, everybody can fuse her once. I don't have her over here anymore, obviously, because you can only fuse her once. But because she is a permanent fusion, that makes her extremely, extremely good. And one of the ones that, like, you know, I definitely want to make a guide on, because I don't make as many guides on all the champions in the game because there's plenty out there. There's, you know, bigger content creators that do that. However, Lady Mikage being something that everybody can get, I just wanted to make, like I said, this guide and show you, especially because we're gonna have that Titan event. But let me show you the first place that I'm actually using her, and that's going to be the Fire Knight on hard. I already have a video on this one, so if you want to check this one, I'm gonna either pin it at the end of this or just search on my channel Fire Knight 10 hard, and you're gonna see an amazing speed team. And basically what she provides in this team is the really you know, needed ally attack that you need for the boss in order to try and keep his shield down as much as possible. But not only that, she can bring a solid amount of damage for the waves if you want to, as long as you build her with a little bit more damage, because her single target hit on the A1 hits pretty well, but also her A2. Again, I don't have her necessarily built with damage, like she's definitely not built with damage for me, but still, you can see that she does a pretty solid amount of damage. And also having that extra bit of shield, that ally attack is just, she's so powerful. There's two ways you can use her for this team. You can have her swap forms once you get to the second wave, and because she brings that control, if you see that they're struggling to kill the wave and they get turns, you might get killed, just swap between her forms, maybe even on the first wave. Do that attack, then swap forms, then when you get to the second wave, use her A3 first, which basically increases accuracy and then lands weaken on everybody, because that one's going to be reflected by the reho. And then when she comes back around, use her A2, which basically is an AoE stun and pushes back the enemy turn meter. And then once you get to the boss part, she's just ally attacking. You see ally attack, obviously this is a perfect team, you know, I have it really well speed tuned. It's a 1 minute 20 team, like 99.99% of the time. Like, I've not seen this fail yet. It's see 1 minute 18, so it's always around that time. We're just perfect, and she just does an amazing job over here because it's you know, her kit is just perfect for this. And let me just quickly show, I guess, the preset just for her. But like I said, I already have a video on this team on my channel, so I make her not change form. For me, for example, just open with that attack, then don't use it. Second wave, don't use that attack, don't use the metamorph. I want to keep the ally attack to have it once we get to the boss part. And then in round 3 again, don't use the what's it called, the metamorph, and then prioritize again the ally attack. That's what you want. You want that attack, you want the multi-hitter so you can take down that boss's shield, and then don't let it basically get a turn. So that's the first place. The second place that I'm actually using her is in Arena. You can use her like, this is one of the teams that I use with her. You know, you have those daily missions where it tells you to fight in Arena with a champion from, okay, this one's gonna be annoying, but it tells you to fight in Arena with a champion from every single affinity. So I just chose to put these three together. I might not win this, I might just lose this fight, but you know, I just want to show you that this is what she can do in here. She can be your second fastest, doesn't have to be the fastest. You can have your fastest to be Arbiter, you can have it be a Sifi, like whoever is gonna be your fastest one, then you have Lady Mikage go after, and bringing that ally attack, she can be really powerful. But at the same time, she doesn't only bring that, you can make her swap forms. As an example, you know, let's just stop it. Let me show you. You can make her swap form, and guess what? If you go ahead and do the A3, increase accuracy, removes buffs of everybody, and then they have weaken. And then if you get the chance to get another turn, you just go in there with the A2, boom, stun, push the meter back, and she's just perfect for this. So she's just amazing. She can be your ghost stacker, for example. If you want to have a speed team, she can be your control champion, in the sense of you have your fastest champion boost first, okay? Then after that, you go with Lady Mikage, you just swap the form from the beginning, and then you just straight up go and do that. Let me see if I can do another fight. Let's try this one. There might be lots of stone skin though. So stone skin might be a little bit of problem, but let me show you what I mean. Let's see if we can do that. So let's say, okay, let's say this would be your Arbiter. Okay, you just boost with Arbiter, then you would swap forms, and then you can try and go straight into the A2. Keep in mind, you're gonna need some accuracy if you wanna build her in Arena. Like this, I don't have enough accuracy on her because she's not built for Arena. But let's see, do I manage to stun some? Okay, I didn't stun many. Like I said, you're gonna need to have some accuracy on her in order to make this one work. But in order to maybe boost that accuracy, you can try and just make her go with the A3 first, which removes all the buffs, like for example, boom. But that one also puts increased accuracy. So that should make it easier for her to have enough accuracy. But you see the power of her, you see what she can do. She kind of works in a similar way as Armand's works with his A2, just, you know, she can bring something different. That's what I like about her. And then the next spot that I'm actually using her, and this is the one that I'm going to make a separate video for because I'm extremely proud of this team. This team has been in the making for over a year now, and I just keep trying to push my Nightmare team to the next level for Hydra. And she's in my Hydra team, basically, and let me show you, this is the team that I'm using her. And let me show you the damage that I actually did with that team. Check it out. 361 million damage. This one was full auto just in the last, I think, 10-15 minutes. I just took control because I wanted to get, you know, my personal record. I think at that point I was already at like 260, 280 million, something like that. So this team always does around 250 million full auto, even if you have some bad RNG. If you have extremely bad RNG, it can end earlier, but that's just Hydra. But normally this team's like works pretty well. You can see she didn't bring him that damage, but what she brings for this team is that buff extension ally attack, and that makes her extremely powerful. The reason for that is because we have Sifi with increased speed, block debuffs, increased defense, and then we have Krisk that also brings the ally protection and also the increased speed. and the buff extension that Chris brings, alongside Lady Mikage's increased buff duration on her A2, because I have her prioritized A2, let me show you. So in this fight again, I don't use her metamorph form, I just use this one. I make her prioritize this one because I constantly want to extend the duration of the buffs on my team, which basically allows me to build all my DPAs squishy. I don't care about their survivability. I just build them squishy and just give them lots of damage, and you know, it worked perfectly. Like after those changes, it was just a beauty. Now let me just show you the build that I have on her that works pretty much in most of those areas, but again, you can swap, you can add some other stuff. So I currently have her in 6 pigs protection. Honestly, they don't really build her for the protection side of it. Once I get to the 9 parts, that's gonna be perfect. But I'm still missing a good banner. Like, I don't have a protection banner. As far as I know, if I did, I think I would do that because, like I said, she does bring buffs, okay? So these 2 buffs means that they have a chance to be protected. It's gonna be 75% chance. But at the same time, once it's a 9 piece, she is gonna give 10% more damage for all allies, for all those buffs that are placed on them. So that's gonna be extremely good for her. So, like I said, protection and then some perception. So I run her at 360. She's fast. I know she's really fast. This is an end game build on her, but she's 368. Try to give her close to 100% crit rate for the Fire Knight, and then she has some accuracy. I guess the ideal build that you might want to have on her for the sake of arena is to have at least around 500 accuracy and then as much speed as possible. You don't really care about the other stuff. You just want her to be fast. You want her to just go in there and you know, just remove the buffs in her alternate form, land that weaken, then land that stun, the pushback determinator, all of that good stuff. She's just an amazing one. And when it comes to the blessings, that's this is a little bit of a tricky one. Depends what you use her. If you rely on her to be used for the Fire Knight, I highly recommend Phantom Touch because this one's pretty much needed. Most of your champions for the Fire Knight hard team, you're going to want Phantom Touch because this one counts as the extra head. So you would go with this one most of the time. But if you wouldn't use that, I think you could argue some other ones, like Intimidating Presence could be good to boost the aura. Then you could argue the Polymorph could be good, maybe even Brimstone, but this is more PvE, you know, it just depends what you want. Life Harvest could be also good, but in general, just stuff, even Temporal Chains, stuff that's gonna help you in the most important part, okay? For me, her most important role is in Fire Knight and in the Hydra. And this Phantom Touch also helps in Hydra because it's extra damage. So that's why I chose to go with that Blessing. And then Masteries, because I use it more for PvE than PvP, I went with War Master and then down the support tree, grabbed the Arcane Celerity and Rapid Response because she does debuffs, she does buffs if you use both forms, so this one can help. And also the extension, and then obviously War Master for the damage. If you use her for PvP, then you would not take War Master, you go down the support tree, and you'd come over here and take Eagle Eye, as an example, something like a Warlord. This is how I would build her if I would use her for PvP exclusively, okay? Down the support tree, take the Eagle Eye, and then maybe don't take this one, take Arcane Celerity, come over here to Lasting Gifts, or even Spirit Haste. But yeah, I think this is pretty much covering everywhere that I use Lady Mikage on my account. A little bit of, like I said, wanted to make a little bit of a guide, of a spotlight where I'm using her and what I believe her to be good. Honestly, she's amazing everywhere. Like, if you need a buff extender in Clan Boss with some melee attacking with some damage, you can even use her there. But obviously, you might not have her as fast for stuff like that. It just depends on the team that you get. But she's definitely a game changer for any account. Be it endgame, be it early game, she's definitely amazing. So if you got her and you don't have any Awakening, I strongly advise you go for this, what's it called, community, the Titan event, if you can afford, obviously. Because keep in mind, in May, we're going to have the Wixwell Fusion, which it's shaping to be pretty amazing. But if you can, grab her Awakening because she's going to be amazing. But anyway, this is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.